Hey guys, welcome to a Literal Podcast. This is episode number 4, and I'm here with,
Aixa?
Ashley.
and I'm Greg, and today we're going to talk about Stranger Things. Well, since we're going to talk about this, I guess you guys saw all the seasons, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, I watched the last season like one day. Very fast.
Today I started watching the fourth season like at 12 p.m. and I finished like at just before 12 a.m. So
You just watched it all
yeah.
at once.
Yes.
Yes. What
Like-
about you?
Uninterrupted.
I couldn't watch it like continuously because I was in finals, but I did watch it like in a short period of time.
Yeah, it's because it is hard to stop watching it to do something else because it is very
Yeah, but
cool.
I also had to like do stuff for school, and I was like, oh no, I just could watch like 2 episodes a day.
Well, then you finished like in 3-4 days.
Yeah, like in 3 days.
Yeah.
What was your guys' favorite season?
I think this one.
This one?
Yeah.
Yes, mine too. Because it provides a lot of explanations about the upside down
Yeah.
and it's darker. So I like that.
You think it's darker?
Yeah, I like it
Yes.
too because it's like scarier than
You think it's
than the
scary?
past 3.
I
You don't think it's scary?
No, it didn't scare me.
I mean, it
I
didn't
was-
scare me, but it has like horror elements to the episodes and also the references.
Well, yeah, it has that, but I didn't think it was as scary as the third or second season.
You
I
think
would-
those were
yeah.
scarier?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think it's more suspenseful because you have all the characters separated like by groups and you want to know more about
Well,
each group and what will happen later. But I really like the first season because it has a lot of ET references and I'm a ET fan.
oh,
Yeah, I really like that movie.
Yes, it's a really good movie.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like the first 3 seasons were more like sci-fi, like reference movies, used as inspiration. But like this one uses like The Exorcist when Max gets possessed,
Mhm.
and when everybody gets possessed, like that's like a reference to The Exorcist, like how they levitate and how they
oh,
contort themselves,
I didn't catch that.
and also, oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. And also this season has more references about sorry, Nightmare
Nightmare on Elm Street.
on Elm Street.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I was gonna say. It references Freddy Krueger, like Vecna is like Freddy Krueger.
It also looks alike.
And also
Yeah.
the actor Freddy Krueger is there
Yeah,
as Victor Creel, old version.
I didn't notice it, cause he was like with his eyes all like,
With all the makeup.
yeah.
Yeah.
My girlfriend had to tell me like it's the actor that plays Freddy Krueger.
Okay, I didn't know. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that, and he's my favorite horror movie character. So that's a shame for me.
He looks very different from those movies, obviously, because he's older, but he has like
Yeah, that's what I
That
like
makes
that they brought him up again, because they reference Freddy Krueger so much. Like Dustin, even he figures out how Vecna like possesses people when like Freddy Krueger kills people when they're in their dreams.
Mhm.
Like Vecna puts them like in a trance when they have trauma.
Yeah, with the trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what Freddy Krueger does too. And I don't know if you guys have seen the movies.
yes.
I watched it like in parts. I've seen some parts, but I haven't watched like.
Like he knows what your nightmares are, and he like can manipulate the environment of your nightmare to kill you.
Even the way Vecna possesses people is like levitating and with the hand like almost touching the face is like another reference from one scene.
yeah, when it starts like killing the person.
Yes, with Max, I think it's a reference to one of the scenes of Nightmare on Elm Street. I don't know if from the first one or the second one.
Also, I think it's the second one.
The second one, right?
Also, the upside down, it's kind of like seen as like when you see Vecna, it's all red. It's like the pipe broom of Freddy Krueger.
Yes.
So, besides all this, who's your favorite character?
Mm. Maybe Steve, but I'm really biased because I like the actor so much. And also I think Steve is one of the characters that has have
The most development.
yeah
Yes.
the best development throughout the series.
Yeah, because in the first season I hated him
Yeah,
with all my heart.
me too.
I was like, I didn't like him. He was really bad for Nancy, and I hate the way he treated Jonathan.
yeah.
But by
He-
season
he
2,
was
I started to
touched
like him
Yeah.
for his relationship with Dustin.
Yeah.
And later by season 3, I was completely fell in love with him.
And in this season he's like so grown up, so mature, but at the same time he's like
He's a Steve.
yeah he's
He's a
great.
babysitter.
Yeah.
And his hair, oh my god.
And him,
So handsome.
yes.
Also, another of my favorite characters is Hopper, because from first season he was like this mess, this strong police officer who has suffered a lot and a lot of traumas as the loss of his daughter and everything. And later he became like Eleven's dad, and that's
Yeah.
awesome. And I really love him, even if he drives me crazy about Eleven and Mike, and all he's jealous about them. But I understand him because he's like his father, her father. I'm sorry, and I love that about Hopper, and I really ship him with Joyce.
Yeah, me too.
Well, that's obvious, isn't it?
Who's your favorite character?
Steve
Of course.
and Dustin.
And Dustin. I don't know if I really like Dustin or I don't really like him like at all.
He's like a smartass.
Yeah, I don't know. He's so intense with everything.
But it's really funny. I really like him from season 1 because has this unique personality, and he's very positive somehow.
Oh yeah, he doesn't get.
Even if he's really scared and he tries to hide it.
Yeah. Who I really don't like that much is the Max's boyfriend.
Lucas?
Lucas.
Yeah, Lucas.
Why?
I don't know. I think he wanted to be something else. He wasn't true to himself.
He wanted to be popular.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's kind of like
by forgetting his.
that's kind of
his
shitty.
friend.
Like
Yeah.
leaving his friends to be popular.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I mean, but at least he comes back. He comes back and doesn't betray them.
He comes back. He should have not left.
I mean, everyone else left. Like they just wanted to play Dungeons and Dragons. So
Yeah, because it was their thing. You know, he was a part of it, and he abandoned them.
but that's also like I didn't like that they came back to play D&D when Will always wanted to play D&D and they didn't want to until he left.
Well, I don't know, but I learned like Lucas until the end of season 4. I think he did wanted to help. So
Yeah. Who's your least favorite character?
My least favorite. Oh god. I don't know. It's like I like them all, but maybe sometimes Nancy spirits me when she's like upset with Jonathan on season 3, I think. In season 3. About him working, or I don't remember, but he was trying to work to get a scholarship, and he tried like to keep everything in peace, and Nancy was so passionate. That it's something that I really like of her passion for journalism, but she messed up like the scholarship and everything about the curriculum for Jonathan for the same passion that she had, and she get mad at him. So I didn't like that. It was a little bit toxic. I don't know, because she's privileged and Jonathan is not.
I didn't like Jonathan this season.
this is one.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
doesn't
he's-
do anything. He just
He's
smokes
useless.
weed.
Yeah.
His friend is more
Argyle.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool.
because he has a car and he can drive them.
Yeah. And he's really funny. he's a real friend. Like he always tries to help Jonathan.
I think
It's for
Jonathan
him.
from the first season was really good. He was a good character, but later they didn't develop him as the Duffer Brothers did with the Steve or with another character. So maybe that's the reason why he messed up in this season.
I mean, he messed up this season because he couldn't do anything. He was just high all the time.
Yes.
Who was your like favorite group to watch?
Nancy, the ones in
Yeah.
uh,
The one with Steve.
yeah, the one with Steve and Eddie. I love Eddie. He's so fun. And he's so handsome.
The ones in Hawkins?
Yeah, Hawkins.
Yeah, mine too.
And also the Moray and Joyce.
Yeah,
They're fun.
Yes.
I didn't like watching the ones who were in California.
Yeah, I mean they were so boring.
Yeah,
And
they
11?
didn't do anything. They just went with what's the name of Dustin's girlfriend?
Susie?
Yeah, Susie. They just went with Susie.
Yeah.
And I didn't like the scenes with 11 too. Like not just until the end when we
Yeah.
discovered who is Vecna.
Yeah, that was such a revelation, bro. Like everything was connected, you know?
Yeah, it was like connected and like we kind of knew like he wasn't good,
Yeah.
but he was like trying to just help 11, but he just manipulated her.
Poor thing. But she was very little, so
I mean, but she's powerful. She sent him
Yeah.
into the upside down.
that was really a really good scene. Like to know that at her age, she was able to open the portal and send, I think one to the upside down,
Yeah.
and he was the first person to go there. There, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and that scene reminded me of, well, it reminded my girlfriend of when Anakin Skywalker turns into Darth Vader, how he's all burnt up. Shout out to Emilia who's recording.
Can see her.
And, well, yeah, I think that scene was really cool, like how he turns in like evil.
He was always evil.
Yeah, how he murdered the kids.
Yeah. In his own family.
Yeah, the scenes of his family remind me of like the Conjuring movies. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Cause like they went to the new house,
Yeah.
and then weird stuff
So,
starts to happen.
Yeah.
And the music and
You know how he kills his family.
Mm-hmm.
That's so messed up.
do you think we will see more about the origins of Juan? Like why he had these superpowers?
I think maybe next season.
But next season, it's going to be like two.
No,
Two
no,
episodes?
like there's gonna be
Next
season 5.
Is there?
Yeah, there's gonna be, yeah.
The next one is
The-
the,
the-
second
the-
volume.
The Duffer Brothers said there was gonna be like a jump in time, but we don't know how much time.
Ooh, I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, me too, because they don't look like
I was.
14-year-olds anymore.
Yeah, no, no, totally not. Actually, Steve is like 30 years old,
Yeah, he is.
and he's playing.
He's 20.
At
21?
At 20. Yeah. That's.
Nancy too, she's like 27, and Jonathan too, he's like 29.
Yeah, they do look old.
I mean, not that old, they look like 23, 24, but like,
Eddie looks old as well.
yeah, he does. He looks like he failed.
Like, yeah.
He failed like 5 times.
Yeah, he has like these wrinkles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why he has the little fringe in his hair to cover his wrinkles.
That doesn't make him unsexy.
Okay.
Okay, so what do you think is going to happen next volume? Because I've seen a lot of theories,
Yeah, me too.
and I'm really excited to see which of those are going to be true and
Who's gonna
how-
die?
Yeah, who's gonna die?
Who you-
Yeah,
who you
know
think is gonna die?
someone's gonna die.
Who you think is gonna die?
Eddie.
I don't think Eddie's gonna die.
I
think
think
he is gonna die.
I think he, because the Duffer Brothers do that. They present a very likable character, and you fall in love with that character, or you really like him, and then in the same season that they present them, kills them.
I don't know. I don't think it is gonna die this season. At least this season. I think this season is going to be Steve or someone important.
Well, I
I
hope
think
it's
so.
I hope it's Eddie, so I don't see Steve die.
Yeah, me too. But
I've seen some
Maybe-
theories. Oh, go ahead.
Steve or Nancy.
I've seen some theories where they say Will's gonna die.
And what do you think?
Well, I hope it's Eddie. I don't want Steve to die or anyone else.
Yeah, no, me neither.
I also look at another theory about Will, that he will be like the perfect host for Vecna when he
Oh,
came back
yeah.
to
As
Hawkins.
soon as he comes back, he's going to be taken by Vecna.
Yes,
I
because
oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry, because he has all these traumas, and he's like,
Yeah.
even if it sounds bad, but he's weak.
He's a
weaker.
perfect vessel. Yeah.
Yes, so he's the perfect host, and also that remind me, I don't know why, but Venom, like the perfect host.
Like Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Well, I saw a theory where they say that Will, like, Vecna was trying to kill Will since the beginning of Stranger Things. Since, like, you know, like the grandfather clock shows when
Mhm.
Vecna is going to appear, and then the bells also. When Will disappears in in the first season, the first episode, the bells start.
Yeah. There's the sound of
Yeah.
the bells of the clock. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I've
then
seen that theory.
I saw the theory that Vecna wants to kill him first because in Dungeons and Dragons there's a character who's the knowledgeable person, and he knows how to kill Vecna.
Mhm.
So that's why he tried to kill him since the beginning, and I saw that he might be the one that's able to defeat him.
Yeah, I've also seen this theory in which it says that Will is actually the traitor. Is going to be the traitor.
Yeah, me too.
Like the.
'Cause he's gonna be jealous of 11.
Not because of that precisely, but I think Will is the one that is helping Vecna or something like that. Like he's going to help Vecna in some sort of way, because I mean Will is wise. He's really smart, and he's been the longest in the Upside Down. He knows the place.
I don't know if you noticed, but in some scenes, Will like starts like getting shivers and like starts like touching his arm. So I was like,
Yeah.
is he still like corrupted by the Upside Down?
Do you think he's not? I mean, he was like a long time in the Upside Down. He had a lot of time of, I mean, being alone and in a dark place and surrounded by all these things. Do you mean?
I mean, he almost dies. So.
Yeah. So yeah, as soon as he gets to Hawkins, he's going to be taken back again. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I just hope Steve doesn't die.
Yeah, me neither. I would rather 11 to die than this too.
Oh, that's too far.
No,
11
yeah.
started though.
Yeah, but I think as she started it, she has to finish it some way.
I mean, I've seen that same theory that Will has started it, Will has to end. Like, it's gonna end with Will.
But Will didn't start.
Well, he started by disappearing. That's the whole problem that they were trying to solve.
But it didn't start when Will disappeared.
Well, this first season starts like that, so.
And the Upside
Well,
Down
yeah.
is frozen by the same year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was another thing. Like that is the theory. That's why that theory. Thank you for reminding me that Will is the one in charge of, like, he's conspiring with Vecna because the Upside Down is frozen in time in the year and in the day. Will disappeared in the first season.
So, when 11 escaped the facility, it's when Will disappeared, right?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
The same day?
The same day, I think.
I think so.
So, I think that's possible since that's when Vecna was sent to the Upside Down. And that's when the
maybe-
portal was open in the lab.
Was it?
And maybe Will was his first victim, like, and that's the reason why
I mean-
he's the chosen one.
But it wasn't him who showed up. He sent the Demogorgon. Because you can see the silhouette.
Mm-hmm. Well, a lot of things are going to happen next volume, that's for sure.
When's it gonna be? In like 3 weeks?
Yeah, July the 1st?
The first?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so. It's in the first week.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm
me
gonna.
too.
I've heard they're like 2 hours and a half, like each episode.
2 hours and a half. Yeah, that seems
Yes, like a
alright.
movie.
I hope so.
Yeah, me too. Because like in 1 hour, they're not going to be able to.
Yeah, and I've heard that the Duffer Brothers don't even like know the ending yet. Like they're still thinking of it.
Stranger Things is based on a comic, right?
No.
No?
On Dungeons and Dragons, I think. Like not the whole story, but like
It's
the
like
villains come
Okay.
from
it's a
Dungeons and
mixture of all the references
Yeah,
and
it's a
classic
mixture of-
movies that they like.
references from the
Okay.
80s.
Okay, I thought it was a comic.
Yes, they wrote the script and later they presented to I don't know which producer, and then Netflix bought it. And it was a risky bet because many people thought that this a project will not be successful because of the kids cast and that the environment and the age of the series is on the 80s. So it was risky, but it worked.
I think that this show like was the thing that kept Netflix alive. Since
Yeah.
this was a show that brought Netflix the most subscriptions. Like when the first season came out, like a lot of people like just
Yeah,
bought
because
the subscription to watch it.
because every season was a success. Like there hasn't been a season that.
I mean, season 2 was kind of shitty, but
Yeah, but I mean, it was good.
3 was really good.
3 and 4, I think, has been the best.
My ranking would be season. I've been liking season 4 a lot, and 3, season 1, and then 2 at the end.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't mess up in the volume 2.
I don't think they're going to mess up unless they want us to leave things unresolved and wait until next season.
Another 4 years for another season.
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah, did you guys notice that it was when they went to the skating? Yeah, it was skating, right?
I don't remember.
To the playground.
Oh yeah.
That it
Roller skate.
yeah, roller skate, and then it was Will's birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they forgot about it. That
Like
was
even
so
the writers
shitty.
forgot. The writers forgot too.
That was so depressing.
For Will.
They shouldn't have said that they forgot to.
No, yeah, we should.
It was
Yeah,
better
but-
if they will say that it was on purpose or something like to make Will more vulnerable or something like he will feel bad about that and forget. And that's one of another reasons why he will betray everybody. I don't know or something like that, but
I don't know, but yeah, it was really fun and sad that they forgot about his birthday.
Did you guys want 11 to hit Angela?
oh yeah. I was waiting since the first episode I
He
think.
was really.
Yeah,
I really liked it.
she got what she deserved.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a bitch.
She's another billion.
Yeah.
So, what do you? Let me read this question. Why do you think Stranger Things is such a pop culture phenomenon?
I think because, well, one thing was the songs that appeared throughout the series, like
Yeah.
they're really good songs.
What's your favorite one?
There was like 10 seconds of a song that appeared in the fourth season, Psycho Killer.
Oh yeah.
I
like
really
it.
like that song, and when I
Me
heard
too.
it, I was like, yes, yeah, good.
And also like just like the melodies they use, like not the songs.
Oh yeah,
Like when they like exchange, like changing scenes. Like those songs, I like them really.
it sets
The mood, like it feels like the 80s or something.
it felt there was a scene that when Mike and Will are in Susie's house, and she said like something about the internet, and they say, what is the internet? And I was like, how come they don't know? And I was like, it's the 80s. It's the fucking 80s. And yeah,
Yeah.
that was cool. Because I didn't remember that it was set on the 80s.
Yeah. It's like 86, right?
86, 86?
Yeah.
86, yeah.
Did you guys see the trailer of the volume 2?
No, I haven't. I saw just one scene.
Yeah, me too. I couldn't find it. I don't know where it is, but I saw the scene where Eddie's playing the guitar. On top of
the trailer?
yeah.
Yes.
I think also this series has been such a pop culture phenomenon because this series has a lot of pop culture references also. It's like, and the originality of the costumes, the locations, the design of the series, the storyline is really good, and also like having a kids cast is like something that grew up like with.
Yeah, we've been growing up.
Yes, because for example,
yeah.
I watched Stranger Things since I was on middle school, and I was almost the age of the characters.
You are the
I am the age of the
Max is.
of the cast members,
Yeah.
and even if they are not like the characters are the same age as I am for the pandemic and all the stuff of recording and producing the last seasons. It's like you grew up with all these characters. It's like the Harry Potter
Yeah.
phenomenon.
Yeah.
So
I think that's great. You can really see that they are growing up.
yes,
Maybe they are growing up faster, but like you've seen.
and if you're not part of that generation, you have the nostalgia and all the memories of the 80s. Like many people who grew up by the 80s or with all these references,
Yeah.
such as the movies, the music, and everything, they like that for the same reason. It's like it's also another factor why I like this series because I watched many of the movies of the references.
Yeah, me too. I really like the references, especially like the scary movie ones. And, like also
Oh,
E.T. Like
Scary.
the Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
Like also like their attire, like
Poltergeist is also another
yeah,
reference.
Poltergeist. Carrie also with
Carrie?
Eleven.
I think that reference is stronger in this season
Yeah.
because
of the bullying. and
yes,
all that.
for Angela, and also there's another reference to the Firestarter, the character of Charlie McGee. Both are little girls who are experiments of a laboratory of the government, and they have 11 and Charlie have psychic abilities. And even one of the scenes of Drew Barrymore, who's the one who played Charlie in that movie of the 80s, I think. I'm not sure which year, but he's another reference. And they share a lot of things in common. So I really like that for the same reason, because we have a lot of reference to Stephen King also, like E.T. and the Upside Down of Pennywise.
It.
Vecna. It. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was like thinking on E.T. also, but it. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like all the references, how they're dressed. Like, it feels like it's really like the 80s, like the shoes even.
Yeah. The whole mood.
Yeah. Did you guys like Mike in this season?
No.
No.
I don't really like Mike. Like, I like.
He doesn't have any expressions. Like,
Yeah.
just his relationship with 11 is what.
Yeah, I've seen a theory that Mike is actually in love with Will, and Will in love with
Mike.
and I really like it.
Yeah.
I think that
really
just
like
Will is in love with Mike.
I'm intrigued about
But
Will's
also-
painting because I don't know if that is more related to something personal about his feelings towards Mike or his sexuality or something about his love life, or
Yeah,
if it is related to the Upside Down. So
I don't know why it seems to me like he's painting a house.
Do you think it's Victor Creel's house?
I mean, probably. But also in one interview, the actor who plays Hopper says that Mike will have a new love interest in this season.
Yeah, me too. I heard that too. I saw like that piece of interview.
Yeah.
And so yeah, let's see. Because at the beginning of the season, there's a scene in which Will rejects a girl from high school.
Oh yeah,
So maybe.
interesting. Maybe we will know more about Will.
What song do you guys think Eddie's playing in the trailer?
Something, I don't know, maybe Ozzy Osbourne's, or I
One
don't
from
know.
AC/DC maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
I saw a TikTok where they compare the chords to Back in Black by AC/DC, and it seems like,
It will be epic. I mean,
but also
AC/DC is a classic, and like having that song or Highway to Hell, it will be epic. Like fighting
Yeah.
with Vecna or skating
Yeah,
from.
that would be cool.
also they compare the chords of the Final Countdown by Europe,
Oh,
Have you heard it?
Yeah.
and they're the same.
Ooh, and who do you think he's playing that song for? Himself or Nancy or?
I don't think he can play it for himself, can he?
I don't know. I mean, he looks like he's in the upside down.
I mean, he is, but like maybe because there might have been a guitar in his camper.
Yeah.
But also, I like since that song was like the most popular in '86 in
Which one?
the Final Countdown.
Okay.
That was one of the most like viral songs in '86. The series is in '86, so he might be playing for the whole town.
Oh, that's I like that theory.
Yeah, me too.
I like it. Yeah. So, well, let's see what's going to happen. I mean, we still have to wait for 3 weeks, but.
That's a long ass time.
Oh, I also saw a theory in which the therapist.
Oh
Max's
yeah.
therapist,
Oh yeah, she has the
had
key.
she has a key around her neck, and also the Chrissy and Fred were going to therapy with her. So also Max and they three have been abducted
Oh
by
yeah,
Vecna.
yeah, I
So
saw that too.
maybe she's under the Vecna's,
control?
Yeah, control or
But
maybe
he doesn't kill her. He just like is in her mind.
yeah. But I don't know. I mean, that's a theory, but
He probably just used her. Like
Or maybe
Yeah.
she's like she made a deal with him, so he didn't kill
when she
her.
was taken,
Yeah, because she has the key of the grandpa clock.
she does.
What song would save you from Vecna?
I really don't know. I like many songs. Maybe it's going to be one from 21 Pilots because that's my favorite band, but I don't know which song because I like them all. Which one?
Me?
Will be yours, yeah.
Crying Lightning by the Arctic Monkeys.
Oh,
Have you heard it?
Yeah, I
Like
love that
the
song.
guitar solo would save me for.
Yeah. Arctic Monkeys are really good band.
What about you?
I think All Too Well 10 minutes version by Taylor Swift because I'm
a
a
10
huge
minute long.
Swiftie. And also it's very practical, you know, it lasts 10 minutes. So you don't have to repeat it a lot.
Yeah, I love that song.
Yes, it's really
Emilia is a Taylor Swift fan, so I think she would pick some song from her too.
good.
Who's your favorite villain from all the seasons?
Vecna for sure.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
darker.
He's dark, like he's evil, like
Yeah, cause he's not like the Mind Flayer or like the Demogorgon who cannot
Mhm.
think. Like he was a human. Like he thinks.
yeah,
He
he has a
enjoys.
conscience.
He enjoys
Yes.
like making people suffer with their trauma.
And what do you think he's abducting all these people, especially people with trauma?
Cause he's like,
Probably like
trauma.
I'm sorry.
Trauma is like his way to get into their mind. Like I don't know. Well, in Nightmare on Elm Street, like Freddy Krueger just tries to get a girl to like say his name so every teen would like think of who he was because he was real until he was burnt and made a deal with the dream demons, and that's how he came back to what was the name of the town? Well, to Elm Street, because that's where all the fathers killed him. So that's how he like gains like strength and gets into their dreams. So that's how he came back, you know.
Okay, so you
So I
think
think
Vecna's
He's trying to come
come
back,
back?
and that's how he tries to like open a lot of portals and it's easier for him to like abduct more people, and that's how he gains power.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you remember, but in the series it says that the more people he killed, like all the kids he was killing,
He gained strength.
yeah,
I think he does it because he also had a trauma. It's like an easier way to connect with his victims. It's like, and he also mentioned something about his father, like and his family, like they didn't recognize all they did or all the damage. Something like that he said. I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
that's the reason why he tortured them and later he killed them. So maybe that's another.
I think
Part.
it's because his dad went to, I think it was a Vietnam War, was it? I think, right?
Yes.
Also, there's a theory that says that music don't really save people. Like when
It just lets
What?
them escape.
I'm sorry.
It just lets them escape.
No, yeah, but that isn't the reason why they could escape, like Victor Creel and Max.
Hmm.
Because when one was like trying to kill his father, he said like he heard the angel's voice, and it was sung by Ella Fitzgerald.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and but the actual reason why Victor didn't die was because one fainted. Like he was so tired, or he reached his limit, and he fainted. So that's why Victor didn't die.
And also
So
it was like
actually,
his
the
first attack, right?
yeah, music isn't really like the escape.
And how did Max escape then?
Yeah, that's a question.
Maybe the music only opens the portals, and the good memories that music brings to the people is the one that saves them. Because in the scene, she's listening to Running Up the Hill, but she also is remembering all
Yeah.
her good memories with Eleven, with Lucas, with everybody.
Even Billy.
Yes. So maybe that's more like the thing that saves them.
I think that's the best scene of all the seasons.
When Max is escaping?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
cool. And the way she lived, like,
I cried.
yeah. I didn't want her to die. I don't want her to die.
No.
Hopefully she doesn't. So, I think that would be it for this episode, right? Or do you guys want to talk about something else?
If you have something else to say.
I don't know. I don't know if you want to cover another of the questions or if that's
That were all the questions, I think.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is it for the fourth episode of Literal Podcast, a production of Literal Ink Journal. Please make sure to check our journal issues. You can participate by submitting your poems, short stories, essays, drawings, and original photographies. Shout out to Campus Virtual from Watch and teacher Ivan Rodriguez for helping us to create this podcast. This has been Literal Podcast. Thank you for listening.